The budget for the Community Development Department contains 4 primary functional areas: planning and inspections, economic development, downtown parking, and commercial revitalization. An overview of each functional area and the corresponding department fund will be provided as part of this presentation. In Fund 201, Planning and Inspections, we find the planning, licensing, and building inspection activities of the city. This department is funded through a combination of general fund levy revenue and fees generated through permitting and licensing activities. The primary duties include site and development plan review, planning commission support, comprehensive plan implementation, building plan review, permitting for construction projects, inspection services, and business licensing. This department will see an overall decrease in its budget of 2% for 2021. There is an increase in other services that will be offset by decreases in personnel services. No changes to service delivery are expected, despite some changes to staffing levels, and all of this will be discussed a little in greater detail with this slide. So you can see last year's adopted budget for 2020 was $457,000, and this year we're proposing $448,000. So the overall decrease for 2021 is $9,535, or 2% again. The city general fund will continue to support the operations of this department for the city planner position. Personnel services will decrease by $15,900, and that reduction is related to 2 primary staffing changes within the department. First, there'll be 5% less of the community development director staff time allocated to this fund, and secondly, one of the administrative assistants positions in the department has been reduced to part-time. That part-time administrative assistant that has been reduced is participating in a phased retirement plan that is allowing for the training of our new full-time administrative assistant, with the goal of fully eliminating or removing the part-time position early in the year in 2021. The Economic Development Authority Fund, or Fund 204, covers the primary economic development staffing for the city. The department is funded through a special EDA levy that is separate from the general fund. The primary objectives of the department include developing and implementing programs and redevelopment activity that increases property values and grows the tax base, enhancing business opportunities within the city, promoting business expansion and retention, and promoting housing reinvestment for all types of housing in the city. Overall, the budget for Fund 204 will see an increase of 6.5% for 2021, and this will be reflected in a 3.9% increase to the special levy. The majority of increases come from changes to personnel services, that including cost of living adjustments, merit step increases, supervisor time being allocated from other departments, and transfers out to other departments. So with a little bit more detail, we can see that the overall increase proposed is from $239,000 in 2020 to $254,000 in 2021. Personnel services will increase by $15,900, as previously discussed, due to 3 primary changes within the department. First, again, there'll be 5% less staff time for the CD director allocated to planning and inspections. Secondly, the CD director and community development coordinator are planned to receive step increases in 2021. And finally, this fund is expected to transfer just over $11,000 a year to the administrative department to contribute to the funding of the newly created communications and events specialist position. For Fund 228, which represents the city's downtown parking activities, this covers the management, operation, and maintenance of the city's municipal parking ramps. This fund will see an overall increase by 125%. The increase in expenses is matched with new revenue, and the budget changes are being driven by two primary factors. First, the removal of one of the municipal ramps, referred to as the 40th Avenue ramp, and then a change in the management structure for the remaining ramp, referred to as the Fairview ramp. So a little bit. In 2019, the city's Economic Development Authority acquired the vacant six-story office building that's located at 3989 Central Avenue for redevelopment purposes. That site is located next to a municipal ramp at 950 40th, which had provided parking for the vacant office building. That ramp and building have since been torn down, and the redevelopment project, is underway. So therefore, the parking fund budget is going to only account for the one remaining municipal ramp located at 4011 Van Buren Street from now and moving forward. The primary user of the ramp at 4011 Van Buren Street is Fairview Health Services, as the adjacent Fairview Clinic, right next to the ramp, is on the same site, and it relies for the parking ramp for nearly all of its parking. The 2020 budget anticipated the renewal of an operations and maintenance agreement with Fairview. However, in late 2019, the city was informed that Fairview Health Services had purchased their building and that they were interested in renegotiating the terms of the parking agreement. The new agreement that's in place for 2021 has Fairview Health Services leasing 130 parking stalls from the ramp directly from the city. Under the previous agreement, the city had reimbursed Fairview for the operational expenses related to the ramp. The new lease revenue represents the total fund increase that we see for this year of $31,200, reflected in the chart that you have on your screen. Finally, we have Fund 408, referred to as the EDA Projects or Commercial Revitalization Fund. There are two primary programs within this fund, the Facade Improvement Grant Program and the Commercial Revitalization Program. Under the Facade Improvement Grant Program, grants are provided to small businesses to upgrade the exterior appearance of their building facade, and the Commercial Revitalization Program focuses on the acquisition of legally non-conforming single-family homes that are located in commercially zoned districts, where the EDA seeks to acquire these properties, demolish the structures, and hold on to the land for future redevelopment. Those are the two primary activities. There's no change being recommended for this budget. The fund is supported by the city's other special levy, the HRA levy, and you can see that in 2020 we had a budget of $250,000, and in 2021 we see the same. The fund is broken into two parts, where $50,000 is reserved for the Facade Improvement Grant Program, and the remaining $200,000 is reserved for commercial revitalization activities. It should be noted that the Commercial Revitalization Program also includes a surveillance camera component, where grantees within the program can also choose to install surveillance cameras in conjunction with the city's police department. Finally, just some other information to note about the 2021 budget. One of the biggest challenges for the Community Development Department budget is to predict the construction and development activity that drives permit revenue for Fund 201, planning and inspections. It is unclear what impact COVID-19 will have on this fund for 2021. However, staff do plan to see a drop in construction activity during the next year. This drop may be mitigated by significant projects such as the 40th and Central Avenue redevelopment project.